Hello everybody, my name is Tada, and for today we are going to analyze two poems. Look, trust me, you will enjoy this with your boy, me. And so, without further ado, let's start with the first one. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost from 1874 to 1964. Alright guys, let me just read to you all the poem. The Road Not Taken, Robert Frost, 1874 to 1964. Two roads diverge in a wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth, then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that passing there, had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in least no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverge in the wood, and I took the one last traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Now, let's start breaking it down into four paragraphs. The first paragraph. The first paragraph actually explains on how our life works, aka Yellow Wood contains two choices. But we can't be the person who takes both of the choices, aka one traveler. Because that is not how our lives work. Then for the second paragraph, it explains on how taking the other as just as you would pick your current decision as just as fair can have a better ending, aka a better claim. Although all that is done, they are both had pretty much been worn. Then the third paragraph, it explains when you have both of your choices in your hand, two of them to choose from. Then the fact when you know how each choice is gonna go, you would doubt to actually ever come back to the unpicked choice that you don't want to go to again. Then, for the final paragraph, it just goes to show that time changes in our lives. Then, when you go back to your unpicked choice, and it could actually have a potential to change, it will not always be the same. Because, as I said before, time changes. It would actually change everything, even your decisions. So, in conclusion for this poem is actually showing on how we have choices, aka roads, in our lives. We can go through one another, and then at the ending, you could choose your best choices. You would doubt to ever come back, but actually, time changes everything, even our life choices. And this is why giving your choices another chance will change everything. And for the next poem, I'm going to be analyzing it to you all people. Okay, the poem is gonna be The Little Black Boy by William Blake, made in 1789. Alright, you know how it goes. Let's start. The Little Black Boy by William Blake. My mother bore me in the southern wild, and I am black, but oh, my soul is white. White as an angel is the English child, but I am black as if bereaved of light. My mother fought me underneath a tree, and sitting down before the heat of day, she took me on her lap and kissed me, and pointing to the east, began to say, "Look on the rising sun, where God does live, and gives his light and gives his heat away, and flowers and trees and beasts and men receive comfort in morning joy in the noonday. And we are put on earth a little space, that we may learn to bear the beams of love, And these black bodies and this sunburned face is but a cloud and like a shady grove. For when our soul have learned the heat to bear, the cloud will vanish, we shall hear his voice, saying, "Come out from the grove, my love and care, and round my golden tent, like lambs rejoice." Thus did my mother say and kiss me, and thus I say to little English boy, when I from black and he from white cloud free, and round the tent of God like lambs we joy, I'll shade him from the heat till he can bear, to lead and joy upon our Father's knee, and then I'll stand and stroke his silver hair, and be like him, and he will then love me. So pretty much this poem is telling a story instead of showing a message towards how sad of a life this little black boy is having. Not being loved by anyone, even God. Even though that's not true, but in this poem, it's showing that. He is feeling that. He is feeling that, although that's not true. Although his mom loved him, it's sad to think about it. Can you imagine how painful it feels just being loved by no one, even God? By the way, this is not real. The little black boy is just having a feeling. God for sure loves everyone. For sure. Even weird people, even strangers, even crazy people. God loves everyone. It's just that the poem is saying on how the little black boy is just being very lonely. So pretty much, thank you for watching the video. I'm sorry if my analysis is wrong, but I hope you guys just enjoyed the video anyway. And I'm sorry if I said anything wrong or I'm being racist. I'm trying not to be racist. It's just the fact that if you think about it, the little black boy poem is just racist. Even though it's not supposed to be racist, but I'm making it sound racist. And goodbye.